Alright guys, MrPierrini here, and this is another Rome Total War online commentary I've got for you guys, and it's an 8-player free-for-all, and it's between me, Egypt, I'm just trying to remember all these factions, Armenia, Pontus, Julii, Scythia, Germania, and Seleucia, or Seleucids. Yeah, I'm Parthia, and this was a 5,000 denarii battle, and it's on the Thracian Foothills, I believe. And yeah, my army is I've got 3 units of cataphracts, as you can see, and they've got gold attack, no defense upgrades. Got 2 units of archers and 2 of slinger, and I've got 1 Eastern infantry unit. The slingers have got bronze attack, each of them got a bronze attack upgrade, and my archers have got bronze defense and bronze attack, and my Eastern infantry have got silver defense, bronze attack. I'm still deploying at the moment, but yeah. I'm going for a missile orientated army, because that's what I usually do with Parthia, partly because their infantry absolutely sucks. So yeah, and it's quite mobile, and obviously got the cataphract component to hammer home once you weaken their units. It's decent it's an army that can be competitive at lower money levels, but in reality it's still quite weak, because Parthia's quite weak in this game really, compared to civilized factions like Rome and Macedon and Greece and Carthage, and yeah, it's much weaker than them. But yeah, you see here I'm deploying to face I thought I was going to be facing the Armenian player, but he deployed all the way over there, so I'm basically going to turn my army around and march up there towards the Egyptian player that's across here. Just have a look at the Egyptian player and his army. It's the army of Jalogo. He's the player who I'm marching towards right now. You see I'm so far off there in the back. He's got a unit of Nile cavalry. They are heavy cavalry. 2 units of chariot archers. And he's got a unit of Pharaoh's bowmen here. And there's another one I believe that's hidden here. And they're quite upgraded, all his units. So yeah, he's sort of like me, he's gone for a cavalry / missile army. That is the army of Jalogo there. He's going to be confronting the Seleucid player, who's got a unit of militia hoplites, 2 of silver shields, and 2 units of archers, and he's also got 2 units of cataphracts. And I can't see his upgrades because he's too far away, I'm too far away from him. So yeah, you see the Egyptian players firing his arrows. Over here is... oh yeah, sorry, that's the army of bracket _ BioHazard bracket smiley face, whatever. People come up with ridiculous names. I never understand why they do that, but whatever. And you see there's the Egyptian and Seleucid player having a cavalry fight, and the Egyptian player's general's dead. Here's the Julii army and the Armenian army having a face-off. And basically the Julii army had 3 units of legionary cohorts, or early legionary cohorts, and they were gold. And he got 2 units of Roman archers, as well as a unit of legionary cav. And the Armenian player has 4 Armenian legionaries and 2 units of heavy spearmen, as well as a unit of cataphracts. I'll put all the armies, I'll put them list them on screen, just so I don't have to rush around. That's the Armenian general dying. So yeah, I'm just marching up here. In the far back over here, you see, well, no, I was going to show you all the way over here, but here's the Scythian army of talanarsis. Oh, by the way, the Julii army, I keep forgetting this, but the Julii army is commanded by fur, and the Armenian army is Spartacus. But yeah, you can find it all in the description. This is the Scythian army of Talanarsis, and he's got a unit of barbarian peasants, 3 units of headhunting maidens, 3 units of noblewomen, Scythian noblewomen. They're firing their archers right now, their arrows right now, and he's got a barbarian chosen warlord unit. So he's got pretty much a whole cavalry-based army. See, I'm still marching my army up over here. You see, I'm charging here, charging the Egyptian archers, and there's the other unit that I'm charging over there, and I managed to rout them easily. And that's the end of the Egyptian player, I think, because the Seleucid player managed to rout his chariots in the end, and his cavalry, and he shot them with his arrows. So yeah, I've got a few easy kills here. You may want to call it vulture tactics, but it was effective. It's not like I was chasing down routing units. They were just hidden. My cataphracts are easy going to make short work of them. And the reason I'm chasing them down is because I thought this was scored. But you'll find out later that the host, and I think the host was Fur, the Julii player, you'll find out that it wasn't scored, which is going to be decisive in this battle. Yeah, I'm still chasing down these Egyptians. Again, because I thought it was scored. Otherwise I wouldn't have bothered. You see here's the Armenian and the Roman player, the Julii player, still going at it. You see here, I see that the Seleucid archers are exposed, so I charge them as well. With my cataphracts. I've only lost 1 cataphract so far, for quite a few kills. Still marching my main body up onto this mound to position to get some shots on the Seleucid player, because I'm really going to have to weaken these guys, because I haven't got any infantry really that are going to be able to take them down.
Enemy cowards, run!
And my cataphracts are obviously going to
drive them from the battlefield.
Struggle. I think that's the Armenian player that's been destroyed. He got destroyed by the Roman player. Look at all these Scythian deaths. Not nice. And there's a load of cataphracts dying. Yeah, I'm still moving my archers and slingers and my eastern infantry to just get onto this ridge here and get some shots on the Seleucid player. You see, the Seleucid player was going to confront the Julii player, but in the end he turned his army around. Well, he turned 1 unit around to face my arrows. And these guys are just defending in case the Julii decides to change his mind. Anyways, I managed to finish off that unit of archers. I'm just walking these guys back. So yeah. So I'm just busy firing on the militia hoplites at the moment. You see the Scythian player is... I think this is the Pontic. Alright, Scythian player is busy shooting at the German player. The German player's got 2 units of Gothic Cav, 1 of heavy spear wall bands, and 1 chosen axeman unit. And he's busy fighting the Pontic and Scythian player. And I wasn't sure in this battle whether the Scythian and Pontic player were working together, but yeah, because they sort of ganged up a bit on the German player. Yeah, these slingers aren't really that good, but in bulk they can be a bit dangerous. Just the constant rain of fire can be quite dangerous. You see, I'm trying to swing them to 1 unit of archers and 1 unit of slingers to my right to get some good flanking shots on his units, but you see he's turned his silver shields around now. And you see the Julii player is swinging his army round onto my left flank. So I'm going to bring my cataphracts and my other unit of slingers and my other unit of archers over to get some shots on them. Even though these guys are shooting at they're shooting at those guys right now, but once these guys get into range, we'll be shooting at them. See, the slingers are firing already. And you see he had a Denarii, and I was only going to be able to take these guys out with my cataphracts, so I was focusing my missile fire on his Denarii. You see? Got some good shots there. So I'm going to just positioning my cataphracts now. So I'm sending my cataphracts forward. I feint a charge here with one unit and then send it down to my left. You see his guys are really taking shots. You see here I'm going to go for a charge. My cataphracts are going to dominate his Roman archers. Going flying there. These guys may have a hill advantage, but my guys are stronger overall. And you see I'm surrounding his general here. I managed to get out there just before the Denarii get in there. But now you see the Denarii are running with their backs towards my archers and slingers. So I'm going to get some really good shots on now. Look at that. Yes. Feel the pain, my friends. Feel the pain. Alright, so I'm going to split up my cavalry here. I'm going to send one unit down here, one unit to the left, and one unit to the right. I'm taking shots, so I don't want to stay out of combat too quickly, for too long, sorry. So I'm going to charge his Roman archers. They're not going to last long, and that unit of archers routes. Send this unit in on a unit of early legionary cohorts. And he's going to bring his general after my guys, but I'm going to run away. And then his Denarii are weakened now, so I'm going to charge in. That's going to rout them. There you are. And he's just down to his general and a unit of legionary cohorts. My cataphracts are going to charge in. That's going to rout his general.
He does not stand,
I don't think I'll get his general, which is a bit sad.
Is there any point in killing him?
But there you are. That's the end of the Julii player. You see here, the Seleucid player attacked my eastern infantry and routed them. So I'm trying to spread out my missile fire. So I'm trying to get some shots on the back here with my missiles that I was focusing on the Romans. And you see here I managed to split up his guys. And here I just send in my archers for melee. Well, I don't really send them in, he just charges them. I'm going to bring my slingers up here to try and charge in and try and surround this unit of pikemen, silver shield pikemen. So I charge in there. I don't really do much apart from surround them. You see, I'm just trying to send in everything I can on these guys. But I lost a lot of cataphracts, as you can see there. But I had to in order to try and kill off these guys. These guys are getting swamped from all sides now. And his other unit are being led on a wild goose chase over there, you can see, by one of my units of slingers, and I'm taking shots with a unit of archers in the back. And finally I managed to rout this unit of silver shields. It's just a unit of Julii routing, and yes, these guys are being shot. You see that these are guys that were shot by my archers. Get some decent kills, getting shot in the back. And that's pretty cowardly, but it does the job. So yeah, that's pretty much the Seleucid and the Julii guy, they're pretty much out of it now. Well, they are out of it because I just pretty much just shoot down the Seleucid final unit. So I don't really need to show you that. I'll just have a look at the actions going on over here. I wasn't really looking at this part of the battlefield, so this is new to me as well as you. So you see the Pontic player and the Scythian player have come to a bit of a standoff here. It looks like the German guy got destroyed. So I'm not sure what he's going to do. There's not really much the Scythian player can do against the Pontic army, because of all the pikemen that he's got. Or at least so much that would seem, anyway. So the Pontic player is going to... and also the German army's not really going to be able to do much. He's trying to target the Cataphracts, but it's... or the Cappadocian Cav rather, and he's just going to lose because he's got surrounded on all sides by spearmen.
The enemy general shows his value. He is filled only by a desire to save his own
That's pretty much just a suicide mission, really. He'd have been better off charging the Scythian player.
Run! Drive them from the battlefield!
I think these guys teamed up, as I said, so... because the German guy was complaining about how they were both attacking him at the same time, which is kind of unfair. I mean, I didn't mind the Seleucid player and the Julii guy attacking me because they'd both been in fights already, so they were slightly depleted. So that was fine. And I was able to come through, so that's alright. See, the Seleucid player is still here. You're going to turn around. He's very tired, he's wavering, and now he's routing. So that's the end of the Seleucid player, I think. Yeah, in the corner it just said he'd admitted defeat. So yeah, I'm just going to charge these guys down. I'm going to stop my guys firing, save their missiles for the Scythian and Pontic army. But yeah, so it's down to me, the Scythian army and the Pontic army. And these guys are all the way over here. So yeah, I think I'm just going to reform my army and try and rest them up because they're really tired after fighting the Egyptian army, the Julii army, and also the Seleucid army. So yeah, these guys are exhausted right now. So I'm going to do a time lapse actually. In fact, no, I'm not, because the Scythian army is coming to try and attack my dudes. And I realised this was going to be a close battle here because these guys are very good cavalry. And if he attacks me really quickly, then he could have a really good chance of taking me out. Because my army's so exhausted, they're going to break quite easily. You see here, I brought up a unit of cavalry just to check that there was no units hiding in this forest. And you see I got really depleted here. They're down to 6 men from 54. That was because of the Seleucid spearmen, the silver shields. Really took a lot out of my cataphracts. This unit is down to 33. This is down to 23. So yeah. And in fact, I'm going to do a time lapse here because the Scythian player just sits here for a while. So rather than trying to attack me early, he just sits here. And I'm not going to advance really because I'm trying to save, just rest up my army at least a little bit. And reform it as well because they're all over the place. But yeah, I'll just do a time lapse here. Alright, we're back. I've marched a bit forward and he's sort of not moved barely at all. He's sort of moving his guys a little bit, It's the army of talanarsis, by the way. Yeah, and here's the big point, basically. I decided to move my guys forward because I had to go out just after I was playing this battle, so I sort of wanted to get it finished, and because I knew I was in the lead, because it on-scored, and because I thought it was scored at least, I decided, oh, it doesn't matter. I can just probably lose to this guy, and I'll probably still win the battle at least. So I decided I was just gonna go for it and just have a fight, basically, and try and destroy this guy as quickly as possible. So, but instead he's gonna retreat, which is a bit annoying. But my guys are still they're still tired, I think. Yeah, that unit of archers is very tired still. As I say, I thought it was scored. The host Fur said in the lobby that it was scored, and I remember asking him at this point, is it scored, and he said yes. So I was like, okay, I'll just attack, because I was pretty sure that I was in the lead. You see here, the Scythian player is instead going to charge into this unit of phalanx pikemen, which is stupid, there's no other word for it. Because he's just going to throw those men away, isn't he? Look at that. Especially as these phalanx pikemen are gold, and they're not very depleted, and they're not tired at all. I would have taken me on, certainly. If I had the Scythian army, I would have taken me after me, is he? No, he doesn't go after me. He's going after the Pontic player again. So here we are with just an over-the-shoulder view, like that's what I like to call. See the Scythian player is just running around like the Scythian armies usually do. See here, he charges again. Doesn't even charge downhill, he charges uphill, which is kind of silly. Again, that routs all three of his Scythian noblewomen. So goodbye to them. Why have they got men's voices when they're Scythian noblewomen? Just saying. Or either that's a really scary woman's voice otherwise. Anyways, the Scythian player's down to these 3 headhunting maidens, I think. Oh no, he's got 2 headhunting maidens and 1 chosen warlord. You see, I thought I was going to be able to take these guys out. So I charged them with my Cathrax. And look at this. Break almost immediately.
Shames himself and your people. No excuses can be made for fleeing like this.
So my guy's going to rout. That was really unfortunate, really. So my general's going to run away like a coward. And this unit is also going to rout. And that's because they were tired. And his guys were fresh, I think. I also think his guys are really good at taking down... I didn't know this at the time, but I think the headhunting maidens are really good at taking down horsemen, I think. But you say I managed to rally these guys, but they're pretty much useless now. They're only down to 13. They're not going to do anything against the Pontic spearmen, that's for sure. See, the Scythian managed to somehow rally his troops. I'm not sure how he did that. And then he routed a unit of there's my general dying.
Your general has been killed. This may cause panic in your army.
Yeah, my general died, by the way. Yeah, somehow he managed to rout a capitation cav unit. I'm not sure how he did that. But yeah, my general died. I'm glad there was a branch or a leaf or whatever that was in the way, so you guys don't have to see it. It's very sad. Anyways, I'm just moving my army to line up against this Pontic army. In reality, I'm not going to be able to do much against him. Here's his general. So yeah, my archers are tired. Exhausted, in fact. These guys are very tired. Tired. Exhausted. So the slingers are gonna throw their stones. It's pretty sweet. Except I'm not gonna really do much damage. So I'm gonna run my guys out of there. And he's gonna rout a unit of archers instantly because they're exhausted. So I'm going to try and sort of isolate his units. So yeah, I'm spreading out. He routed another unit of slingers as well, and they'd only look. They were at 40 men, I think, or something. I think they were at 40 men. No, they must have been more than that. But they hadn't lost that many men. Yeah, they were more than 40. Okay, some good shots on this guy. Eat my stones, man. I faint a charge with my Cathrax there. So the Scythian player's just getting some vulture kills. It's pretty smart, I suppose. I guess he thought it was last man standing as well. I don't know, maybe he didn't. No, sorry, I guess he thought it was scored as well. That's why he was going for those kills. He managed to rout a unit of Phalanx pikemen here. Must have missed that. You see, I'm trying to isolate this unit here. Get some good shots on my slingers. They're very tired. This guy's... What happened there? These guys are very tired as well. Oh no, they're winded. He's going to try and charge. I'm just going to get the hell out of there. So he's down to 34 men. These guys are 60. I'm going to feint another charge there.
We're being attacked.
Then I'm going to charge in. I was hoping he was going to turn round, but he didn't, so my Cathrax immediately routed. He's going to send in his troops to rout my archers, and there go my slingers. So that's me out of the game. Again, I stayed in because I thought this was scored. So I was like, oh yeah, I'm pretty sure I've still won it. They got slaughtered quickly. That was ridiculously quick. So it's down to the Pontic player and the Scythian player. So this guy's got 3 units of... No, what's he got? 2 units of Scythian noblewomen. Unit of headhunting maidens, and it's got a unit of barbarian chosen. Well, he's got barbarian chosen warlord. So I'm going to try and charge in here. And somehow they're not routing. Now they are. He's going to charge in here. He's going to try and kill him. He's going to get... And he's going to charge this guy in the back here. And because these guys are winded, they're going to break. And he's going to surround this unit. It's the final Pontic unit. It's the final unit of Phalanx pikemen. He's going to try and surround them with his cavalry. So what would you know? It looks like, incredibly, the Scythian player manages to win. Somehow he managed to defeat the Pontic spearman, which is incredible. But here's the result. This is when I got my shock, and my anger boiling up in the so yeah, I did get the most kills in the end. But look, the Scythian player got 459 kills, which is about... it's nowhere near what I got. But he is the winner. So yeah, I was really pissed off at this time. But oh well, it was still a really fun battle, and it was a really good finish when the Scythian player managed to defeat the Pontic player. That was pretty epic. But yeah, good game to all my opponents. This was enjoyable, even though I really was aggrieved not to have won. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this vid.